Hello, hello. How are we doing, guys and gentlemen? Welcome back. I'm here again in the comfort of the clouds. Welcome back. So, you have just split up with your partner, and they've said the typical thing of, I still value you as a friend, and I want us to still have a friendship relationship. And there's always a dilemma when it comes to that. Unless, and this is important, any of these attributes played a role in your relationship at any stage, and or the breakdown of it, then this is the excuses, right? These are the people that you need to leave out of your life. People that were abusive, both mental and physically, toxic or controlling. These people must be left out of your life because you are not going to be best served for having those people in your life, okay? You need to consider some things. One big thing is where you were or you weren't friends before. Were you friends before you dated? If so, you have grounds to want to revert to how you were. However, if you weren't, I would suggest cutting it right there. If you met on a dating app, that intention of that relationship was solely one thing from the beginning, right? You do not have a friendship connection with this person. And that might be the problem. And that is part of my issue with dating apps, is that you are just constantly trying to force the nail home of girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is. Like, you're pushing for that so much that you don't actually get to think about it and, do I actually like this person as a friend first? Because being friends first, in my opinion, they say about the friend zone and all that, to a degree, yes, if you wait too long. But if you're friends with someone first, that's way more important. And that's way more, I think you get a much more solid foundation to build your relationship on. So that's the important thing. So if you weren't friends before, I would suggest cutting it right there. The other thing is the potential of moving into a new relationship. You may find that subconsciously or not, you'll be holding a candle for them in your mind. And that'll hold you back from truly moving forward to the point that if you were dumped, they ask to remain friends, you say, no thanks, let's just give it some space, I can't be your friend right now. Then the one who dumps you reacts, and that's the idea, because subconsciously they're still holding a candle as well. And sometimes this can lead to great things. Sometimes it means both of you have to get over it. I've seen both, but whether you end up getting back together or not, the best way to tell if you're going to be friends, lovers or strangers, is to take some space apart, and it normally works itself out from there. So what I would suggest, if you want to be friends with your ex, you need to, before that, regardless of whether you're going to be friends or not, or whether you want to be or not, you need to take space. This is what I said in the last thing as well. To get over a breakup and to be friends with them, it's the same thing. You need to take that space first and establish what you want, and then in that time you will learn, if you can do it. And it might take longer, it might take shorter time. For me, I give myself 6 months and it happened in a month. So, it can happen. So here's the takeaway. You can either be resentful and you can hate, or you can be civil. And you can be friends if you're civil. But either way, you need to, let's lose those feelings first. Those feelings of love and affection that go beyond friendship. Let those die, or you'll forever be pining for something that was, and in effect, what you could have, be it with someone else or the same person, you just don't want to you'll jeopardize it. So you want to take some time away. Sometimes the breakup can be super amicable, and you can easily be friends because you both just are lovely to each other and you still respect each other. You cannot stress how much you connect on a new level, and you generally want to be happy for the other person, right? However, this isn't always the way. So when's the best time to be friends again after you found some space? Well, it comes down to one thing. And to know how you feel about it, you only have to ask yourself this question. If you were to go out today and see your ex hand in hand with another guy, girl, whatever, would you feel a resentfulness? Would you feel, anger? Would you feel happy for them? Because guess what? If you answered resentful or angry, option A in this case, you're not over them. If you answered B and you're ready to move forward and you're happy for your ex, you're ready to move into that friendship because you're happy for them. You care about them as a friend, and your ego didn't get in the way, and what happened between you didn't even cross your mind. And you need to be honest when you answer that question, as always, but it's a tricky path and we all must walk it, right? Friends are special. But you need to also ask yourself, do you want a friendship or do you want a friends with benefits? Because that's the other thing. What's happening here? There's a lot to be said for being friends, but there's an easy trap to fall into. When you say, oh, well, we're friends, but, we've been physical before. Why not carry on until we find someone else? We're both single. Why not? And I'm not going to be a mum about it. If that's what you want and it'll make you happy, you're both in agreement, sure, go for it. You're adults, right? But if you only want friendship without the benefits, then vocalize this. And if you want more than friendship, and it's not just friendship benefits, you want more than that, then again, you need to make that clear as well, because you can't enter that agreement without it, right? And make it clear that there is no romance, it is just sex. That sounds harsh, but if you both are aware and you both agree and you're both honest on how you're feeling and you keep each other in the loop, there is no reason it can't be an arrangement that will work. However, in time, this will come to an end and it'll probably become more painful than dealing with the breakup as is right now. So unless you're certain you can handle this and this is something you can feel you can deal with, then go for it. But if not, please approach with caution and don't let yourself be used or manipulated in any way, because you're better than that. Now, there are those that don't have a choice. If you have kids together, if you work together, if you have to keep a level of professionalism of some sort of relationship because other people rely on you to be in contact. If you have kids or something happens between you, you need to put your ego aside for that child and do what is right for the child in the best interest of that child. And I'll be damned if you believe that you'll be using that child as any kind of leverage. You should never ever let the fact that you have a child be a weapon in a relationship, and the friendship, it is nothing to do with the child. I know exes who have remained great friends. I've seen people who go out on friendship dates with their exes and people who think people that think it's weird, but if you can still pull it off and you're both happy, then I don't see why not. It's friend zoning in reverse, right? It's a devastating feeling at first, but less devastating in time. Being friends with an ex is an opportunity. Eventually, not straight away, but eventually, you'll have the opportunity to hear some feedback on what went wrong. You'll hear the truth. What you get told at a breakup and what you get told 2 years into being friends afterwards, two completely different things. You really get to, the person who left you later on, it might take them 3 months to pick it apart and reveal it to themselves, let alone anyone else. So you could learn a lot from having a friendship that is not, that is not so bad for your health. And you don't approach it until some distance, you don't touch that until there's distance between you. Things have moved on. Maybe you've both moved on. And you guys have enough distance between you and the breakup itself to unpack it in a way that will benefit both of you if you do it properly. But please don't chase this. And if you've been trying to contact your ex and they haven't been getting back to you, you haven't reached that friendship point yet, don't try and get the closure that you're after. What they've said is enough. But if you can get more, being friends is the way to get it. And if you're not friends, you won't get it. But you know what? You don't need it. If they're not your friend, they don't care. They don't deserve you, right? And finally, when in doubt, reassess the friendship. Decide if you're happy with it. It's a constant evolving thing. Review it. See how it goes. But be honest and true to you and yourself and your feelings and what makes you happy. And I really hope it all works out. I am for today out of time. But please make sure you're checking my YouTube channel for more uploads. And be good. Be kind, be friendly to each other, and you reap what you sow after it all ends. Goodbye.